Good Sunday morning, people of the internet. This is becoming a habit, isn't it? Us meeting like this on a Sunday morning. It's usually because my husband's still asleep, the sun's in the right position, and I don't have to get ready for work. But anyway, today I am going to talk about cheap, not so cheap alcohol markers. The differences, a warning, and when you find a set, stick with it. So, where to start? Okay, I'll tell you where I'm going to start. Move all these out of the way. Okay, so these alcohol markers are by Oleep, and my husband bought them for me for Christmas. And let me sit down. I'm currently standing up. Not 100% sure why. Anyway, so my husband bought me a set of these Oleep pens for Christmas, and it was the first set of alcohol markers that I had. How I never thought I'd be saying that only 6 months into getting them. But anyway, I swatched them the day that, Christmas, while we were off. I swatched them onto this. It's that smooth cardstock again. That I use for pencils. I later on swatched them again with the names on them, as well as just the numbers, and I kind of separated them out a little bit. So the pastels are here. I mean, they're in the number order, but the pastels are here, the greys are here, the browns are here, and then this is the nice spectrum of colours. Now, one thing I really liked about these pens, and bear in mind they were the first alcohol pens that I got, was it was a nice range of colours. There was a nice range of reds, a nice range of yellows, some really nice muted olivey green ones, a nice spectrum of greens, a decent array of blues, could have been one more blue I think, and a fairly decent range of purples and lilacs, even though they weren't necessarily called purple and lilac. Decent range of blues, nice range of skin tones for faces, and a nice, not too many greys, because I don't use greys a great deal at the moment, but it was a nice set, and to me it was the perfect set. Maybe I was biased because it was the first set that I'd ever got. Sorry, I had to get me tea. No Sunday morning is complete without a cup of tea. Anyway, so I have used these really a lot since I've got them in the last 6 months. I use them in the Jade Summer books, in the Sun Life drawing books, in the Colour Questopia books. I've nearly completed, well, if you add all the Colour Questopia pictures that I've done together, I've done up more than a whole book. And what I've recently done is gone through the colours. I shall show you actually. And picked the colours that work with the Jade Summer colour books. So 1, 2, 3, you know, in Jade Summer it goes up to 30, doesn't it? Black is 30 and 21 is light purple and 6 is light orange. So what I did is I picked all the colours, you know, using the back of a Jade Summer colour by numbers book, matched the best ones that suit the colours, and then put it in stone as it were. And I put it in stone particularly because I want to just, you know, this subset of pens, I want them somewhere so that I can just, you know, when I'm doing a Jade Summer, I don't even have to think, oh, which blue do I normally use, which yellow is the light yellow, which yellow is the pastel yellow. So I've made this, and I've done the same for Colour Questopia as well, which wasn't quite as straightforward because they've got like about 9,000 colours. Well, they've got 50 colours. And I, you know, there's been some little amendments on here and some changes. But the ones with numbers are the books where the numbers are 1 to 24 are the same in the book. And this is the full 50 colours. So I've done that with my set of Oleep markers. Now, funnily enough, I have both Ohuhus and Artifis, and which are the brush markers. Ohuhus are the brush markers and the Artifi are the brush markers. These are the bullet tip, and for some reason I just prefer using the bullet tip in the colour by numbers books. Plus, I find that both the Ohuhu and the sorry, I smile whenever I say that word, and the Artifi have a really strong smell. Now, for some people it might not be too strong. Like, I can't bear the smell of Sharpies, for example. They make me feel dizzy just smelling them. And Ohuhu and Artify are not as bad as Sharpies, but they do have a stronger smell, and I find unless I've got a fan blowing across me and the window wide open, I can't really use the ahahus, ahoho, or barbul, the ahuhus or the Artifys. So I've been sticking with my original set of Oleeps that my husband bought me. And then once I'd kind of, you know, stuck with them and done all this legwork to make colouring, you know, just something that I can dip into, subset of colours, I got panicky that, not panicky, it's not the right word. I thought to myself, oh no, what happens with, you know, one of the colours that I use that I've identified is it runs out? Because I have had these pens 6 months now, and I have used them, I wouldn't say daily, but probably 4 times a week. For 6 months. And so I decided to buy myself another set. And originally, and this is where the warning starts, I assumed incorrectly that all these cheap alcohol markers that look like this, the square ones, you know, the Touch News, the New Touch, the Touch 5, the Oleep, the, I can't think of any other names, but you know what I mean, were the same. They all have the same names, they all have the same colours. And when my husband bought these for me at Christmas, he paid about £28. This set is now £23. And I saw this set on Amazon, and this was a 100 set, so it's got 20 more colours, and it was only £22. And I thought to myself, well, I'll get that because it'll have all the 80, and the picture showed it having the same 80 colours as this, plus 20 others. So I thought, well, that would be fabulous. Now, ignore how they're in there at the moment, because I've taken some out. These are the extra colours. These are the 20 colours that came extra. Now, there's actually only 19 colours, because one of them is a colourless blender. And one of the extra colours was even missing. So I actually only got 99, well, I actually got 99 pens, 98 colours and one colourless blender. One of the colours that was new that I was really interested in having was a blue colour was missing, and on top of that, one of the colours that would have been the same as the Oleep set was also missing. But I thought, okay, yeah, I was a bit peeved, to be honest, that it was advertised as 100 pens plus a colourless blender plus a fine liner. I got 99 pens, 98 colours, one colourless blender. So I didn't get exactly what I asked for, but I thought, okay, well, that's fine. They were cheap. They were £22.94. So I thought what I would do is I would, now this looks a right old mess, doesn't it? I would swatch them out, and I would, so these are the original Oleep colours, and then these are the new cheap brand colours, the ones that I assumed were the same. And then these are the new ones from the extra 20, effectively. So first things first, it started off okay. The colours, you know, the wine red was still the same, and the vivid pink was still the same. These colours were pretty much the same. There was no salmon pink in the new set, which is good because it's not really a pink anyway, it's a yellow. They was pretty much the same up until we got to this point, and I thought I'd actually grabbed the wrong pen, because deep olive green was pretty much the same, and then grass green, which looks like that in the Oleep, looked like that in the, what are the names of these ones? Hold on. Belleza Suprema. Belleza Suprema. Or Belleza, I don't know. Let's just say the 100 set. So the green, the grass green, which looks like that in the Oleeps, was exactly the same as the deep olive colour. And I thought, hang on a second, I've obviously grabbed the wrong pen. I hadn't. That is grass green according to the new set of pens. So then I carried on. These two were the same, these two were the same. And then mint green. Now, we all know roughly what mint green should look like, and I've always thought that the mint green in the Oleep set was a bit dark. In this set, it was the same olive green as the grass green and the deep olive green. So there was 3 pens that felt like they had identical pigment in them. We go on and roughly these colours stay the same. Here there's a change as well. The turquoise blue is nothing like the turquoise blue in the 68. In fact, it's identical pigment wise to the ice blue. We go through, this was one of the ones that was missing, and it should have been in the set according to the list, you know, the picture on Amazon. And then, you know, natural oak is a different colour. Rose beige, I mean, rose beige looks like a beige colour in my original set. And then the new Belleza Suprema is mid-brown. Yellow ochre is not anything like yellow ochre. And so the colours, and then when we get to the pale colours, the pastel colours, well, baby blue, pale baby blue is sky blue. Pale lilac is just lilac. And so the pastel colours are not pastel at all. And then the grey's pretty much the same. And then these are the new colours, like I say, so I've got nothing to compare them to. So I was somewhat disappointed because I thought, oh, well, I was going to get my 80 backups and 20 new colours that I could sort of like maybe get a good blue that I was missing here. I wanted like more of a mid blue. Well, one between that and that kind of thing. And I didn't even get the 80 set that I wanted. I got just I mean, I have this image here that probably explains it even better. So that's deep olive green. Hang on, I'm trying to see myself in the camera and I can't work out whether I need my glasses on or off. I need them on, right. Deep olive green, grass green and mint green. Pastel pink and light pink, identical pigment in those. Ice blue and turquoise blue, identical pigment in those. Sky blue, phthalo blue, identical pigment in those. So it's like, not only did I not get my 80, I was kind of gypped out of grass green, mint green, light pink, turquoise blue and phthalo blue as well. I was gypped like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colours. So, that all said, what I ended up doing was buying I was lucky they went down to £20. Well, lucky. I ended up buying another set of the Oleeps because I want, when you look at the 80 set of the Oleeps on their own as a spectrum, they are a really nice spectrum of colours. They've got deep reds, orangey reds, pinks, dark yellows, skin colours, you know, light skin colours. Then we've got dark yellows, we've got a lovely set of olivey greens down here, and then more greens, bright greens, dark greens, forest greens, nice set of purples, really nice subset of browns, a light brown, a proper beige, a sandy colour beige, a dark brown, a light brown, a mid brown, then a really nice little set of pastels, and they're all proper pastels, and then you know, as I said, a nice set of greys. And when you look at that original Oleep set, maybe if I bought an 80 set from another brand, one of the hundreds of brands out there, they'd be the same. But what I would like to say is, if you buy a set of pens and you swatch them out and it's a nice set of colours and you really like them pens, don't switch brands, kind of thing. I mean, I use my Ohuhus for something different. I use the pastel ones for something different. I haven't found a use for the Artify ones yet. And I have to make, you know, over the winter, get the fan out to use the Ohuhus. These are my go-to alcohol markers. And that's why I wanted a backup of the Ohuhus. I wanted a backup of the Oleep markers. And so so yeah, that's all I wanted to say. Be careful when you're buying cheap markers, because you might end up with a set that looks like this, which has got 2 colours missing, that has an olive green that's called mint green, and you know, just not the, I mean, the pastels are not pastels. Yeah, so all in all, I recommend the Oleep markers. I don't recommend whatever them ones were called. Belleza, is that an A? Is that supposed to be an A? Oh, what does it say on the pins? It's got, oh, it's supposed to be a pencil, but it's supposed to be, so Belleza. I don't recommend these. Purely because, and I did contact this because they, you know, on their thing it says 100% satisfaction guaranteed. So I contacted them and I said, you know, 3 or 4 of the colours are the same, and I didn't get 2 pens. I didn't get 2 of the blues that are listed here. I got, you know, 1 pen short and a colourless blender instead of the 100 pens I got. And they was like, oh well, you know, the colours are not going to match the caps. And I was like, I didn't say the colours don't match the caps. I'm not stupid. I know that the plastic and the pink pigment don't always match. But yeah, I'm still wrangling with them about that. So anyway, so there you go. So 2 things. Number 1, I recommend Oleep Alcohol markers. And number 2, be wary when you buy cheap ones. If you like the set that you've got, stick with that brand, because you're probably going to end up, you know, grabbing a, what's this one? Pastel blue from your old set, getting a pastel blue from your new set, and they'll be totally different. There's no consistency across these cheap brands. So in Touch New, pastel blue might be really light. In another brand it will be, you know, dark. Even though they look the same, they may well be different colours. Buy a brand, stick to the brand. If you need another set, buy the same brand. Okay, thanks everyone for watching, and take care. Bye.